Hey, what's going on, everybody? All right, we have the BlueBird FM2 or BlueBird Block 2 FM1 launch going out of India on a LVM-3 launch vehicle. And this is the coverage. What's up? It's rocket time. Rocket time, bro time. All right. You tie your mother down. Oh, launch coverage should start up here in a moment. Hey, Sunknor, what's going on? All right, cool. Come on, it's Christmas. Play Jingle Bells at least. Yeah? How about... Ready? No, that's not how you play that. Whatever. All right, cool. There we go. All right. Launch coverage hasn't started yet, man. We got a jam. All right, cool. Let's get going here. Let me pick up the live stream here. Probably can't listen to the live stream with sound, so we'll.
स्वागत है आप सभी दर्शकों का इसरो के एक और ऐतिहासिक मिशन में जिसका नाम है LVM-3 M6 ब्लूबर्ड ब्लॉक 2। ऐतिहासिक इसलिए कि यह प्रमोशन एक और कीर्तिमान स्थापित करने जा रहा है। अब तक मार्क 3 यानी LVM-3 का प्रयोग कर हमने 5,796 किलोग्राम के वन वेब उपग्रहों को प्रक्षेपित किया था और आज भारत के गौरवशाली बाहुबली कहे जाने वाले LVM-3 रॉकेट का प्रयोग कर अब तक के सबसे भारी उपग्रह 6,100 किलोग्राम संचार उपग्रह को 520 किलोमीटर की निम्न गोलाकार.
Okay, so these are the Block 2 BlueBird satellites. They are satellites that are being launched by ISRO, the Indian Space Research Organization, and the manufacturer is AST Space Mobile. AST Space Mobile is a satellite provider that's trying to do satellite internet, amongst other things. I actually understand it for once. Easy. Oh. That's an LVM-3 launch vehicle here. The launch site that we're launching out of today is the Satish Dhawan Space Center in India. It's on the east coast of India. And it's the pad it's launching. LVM-3's launch pad is just called Second Launch Pad. This is the second launch of the LVM-3 launch vehicle this year. And its 9th mission total. It's ISRO's 5th mission of 2025, 101st mission total.
I'm Madhuri giving the commentary in English from the Mission Control Center at Satish Dhawan Space Center, Shar, Sriharikota, in the southern state of Andhra Pradesh in India. With me in the commentary box is Sri Vikas Swarnkar, who will be giving the commentary in Hindi. The launch is scheduled at 8:55 hours and 30 seconds Indian Standard Time today, that is on the 24th of December 2025 from the second launch pad. The intent of the launch is to place the BlueBird Block 2 communication satellite of AST Space Mobile USA in 520 km circular orbit with an inclination of 53 degrees. Weight of the satellite is 6,100 kilograms, which is the highest so far launched by the LVM-3 rocket.
Oh. Wave back.
उड़ान की उल्टी गिनती चालू है और इस समय हम उड़ान से 27 मिनट की दूरी पर हैं। ब्लू बर्ड ब्लॉक 2 जो वर्तमान उपग्रह है जिसे प्रमोशन किया जा रहा है, यह संयुक्त राज्य अमेरिका की एक कंपनी AST स्पेस मोबाइल द्वारा निर्मित किया गया है। यह उपग्रह अंतरिक्ष आधारित मोबाइल सेवाओं में उन्नत तकनीक का प्रतिनिधित्व करने जा रहा है।
They're doing direct to sell, that's right. And they have the backing of AT&T and Verizon with others, but those two are the major backers and that's it. Is that Modi?
जो कि कुल 2400 स्क्वायर फीट तक विस्तृत हो सकते हैं और यह ऐसा करने वाला अब तक का सबसे बड़ा उपग्रह है। ब्लू बर्ड ब्लॉक 2 मिशन भारतीय अंतरिक्ष विभाग की वाणिज्यिक शाखा न्यू स्पेस इंडिया लिमिटेड और AST स्पेस मोबाइल US द्वारा आपसी समझौते के तहत जारी है। रोजर
It looked like him, Sungnor. Jeez. That guy looked like him. You can't say he didn't.
इस साल हमने GSLV F15, GSLV F16 और LVM-3 M5 के सफल प्रक्षेपण देखे और आज हम तैयार हैं एक और समर्पित वाणिज्यिक मिशन के लिए। यह हमारे लिए गौरव की बात है कि इसरो भारतवर्ष की जरूरतों को पूरा करते हुए वैश्विक स्तर पर भी अपने परचम लहराने में सक्षम रहा है।
A lot of people showing up for this one.
Up next, we bring to you the integration video for this mission, the LVM-3 M6 BlueBird Block 2 mission.
Where's the other competent cohort of co-hosts? Who's in the field? Who's in the studio? So I am EJ, the host of the stream, and joining me is the ever-popular EJ. Out in the field, we have EJ, and on production today, we have EJ. Say hi, EJ. Yeah, see? Oh, clevis segmented SRB right there. Those are SRB segments, and yeah, they're cleaning out the surface. That is a hell of a way to put the insulator on. Okay, all right, that was a paintbrush. Cool, it's good. What is?
और ये है उसका igniter.
Oh, that's the igniter. Yeah, okay. Yep.
The visuals from the solid stage assembly building where the two S200s are individually prepared and then handled on to be placed on the mobile launch pedestal. The pitch,
those are the igniters.
The pitch plus and pitch minus side of the rocket.
The igniter is usually just a smaller SRB. Seriously, for a large solid rocket motor, you have a little igniter that ignites a small solid rocket booster that ignites the main solid rocket booster. Yeah. It's like a Matryoshka doll of SRBs.
To the solid stage assembly building for integration.
What did you think of the Long March 12A landing attempt yesterday? Yeah, I think it didn't work. I think it didn't work, dude. Oh well.
इसे IPRC महेंद्रगिरी पर पूर्ण परीक्षण कर यहाँ सतीश धवन अंतरिक्ष केंद्र लाया जाता है। आगे की
That's very similar to how SLS gets put together. They hang the core stage on the SRBs on SLS. It looks like they did the same thing with this vehicle.
The partially assembled rocket has been brought to the vehicle assembly building for the cryo stage and spacecraft assembly. This is the cryogenic stage, C25, being brought in horizontal condition to be tilted and handled.
Okay, they have the SRB caps over there. The nose cone caps are off to the right.
क्रायोजेनिक स्टेज क्रायो ईंधन का प्रयोग करता है। ये इक्विपमेंट बे लगाया जा रहा है।
An instrumentation ring.
Avionics package, processors सब यहाँ।
Old school. All right.
The brain of the rocket,
all right.
equipment bay,
All right, dude, an instrumentation ring.
BlueBird
Whoa.
Block 2 being
Cool.
encapsulated in a clean room facility.
अभी आपने देखा ब्लूबर्ड ब्लॉक 2 उपग्रह को एनकैप्सुलेट कर दिया गया है हीट शील्ड के अंदर. Encapsulate assembly.
Yeah, that's old school. That's an instrumentation ring with the equipment, like the racks going all the way around. That's old school tech. But hey, whatever. If it works.
Encapsulated assembly कहा जाता है.
They're using a riveted aluminum fairing. Okay.
समायोजित कर दिया गया यान पर और इस तरह पूरा यान तैयार हो चुका है. अब इसे
And then there's rollout.
vehicle assembly building से umbilical tower लाया जा रहा है.
The vehicle assembly building is about a kilometer away from the launch pad.
Yeah.
The rocket is being
Roll
moved
the launcher into place, and then
for further operations.
they have
at
those
the
final
launch pad.
servicing gantries out on a fixed service structure at the pad. Those are for, if I had to guess, it's probably just final checkouts of the booster or an FTS arm. I'm not sure. I don't really know too much about ISRO's stuff,
मिशन को
but
पूरा करने के लिए
that's cool that they showed all the integration footage. I like that. That's the good stuff.
सज्ज है.
They didn't use RTV.
दर्शक दीर्घ
It looks like it might leak. No comment.
काफी ठंड होने के बावजूद यहाँ उत्साह देखते ही बनता है.
Is this their first launch since what it was Bereshit? Bereshit, okay, fellas.
अब हम उड़ान
Bereshit is Israel. Israel is not India. Those are two different countries, two very different countries, okay? Bereshit is an Israeli lander. ISRO is the India Space Research Organization. They're that is their NASA. So, yeah, fun cultural facts here with EJ. Those are not the same country. Yep, those are two very different places. Bereshit is Israeli, dude. It means in the beginning in Hebrew. It's GSLV Mark III. Okay. Yeah, look at this. Look at this thing. Okay, we're just about 20 minutes out. Mutter, thank you for the PDF here. Yeah, those, my guess is that those umbilicals are for FTS arming. Here, I'll keep our audio going in the background here, and let's see what we got. 4,000 to GTO, 8,000 to Leo. Okay.
क्षणों में ऑटोमेटिक लॉन्च सीक्वेंस शुरू किया जाएगा. ऑटोमेटिक लॉन्च सीक्वेंस में चेकआउट कंप्यूटर्स द्वारा आवश्यक प्रचालों की निगरानी की जाएगी और T0 पर S200 बूस्टर को प्रज्वलित किया जाएगा.
It's a hydrolox upper stage. Interesting.
The BlueBird Block 2 mission is a part of global LEO constellation to provide direct-to-mobile connectivity.
Yeah, that's
through satellite. This constellation
that's
will
a vibe,
enable
dude.
4G and 5G services. The LVM-3 launch vehicle is steadily carving its niche in the commercial launch vehicle arena. Today's launch is the 9th launch for the rocket. All the previous 8 missions have scripted tales of success. Present launch is the 3rd commercial mission.
Mission Director, Roger.
इसरो के गणमान्य व्यक्ति यहाँ उपस्थित और ये अभी आपने देखा मिशन डायरेक्टर ने अनुमोदन दे दिया है ऑटोमेटिक लॉन्च सीक्वेंस शुरू करने का.
Range Operations Director to Mission Director. All range systems are ready for the launch of LVM-3 M6 BlueBird Block 2 mission. Mission Director, Roger.
Dude, there's like nothing great out here either. Like, dude, none of the monitors are great out. India don't care. They don't care.
Mission Director, Roger.
They turn the key, dude. Yeah, you freaking arm the damn thing. That's cool.
Roger.
No fricks given.
Based on clearance from Mission Readiness Review and Launch Authorization Board and readiness of vehicle, spacecraft, TTC network and range, Mission Director hereby authorizes for the commencement of automatic launch sequence operations for launch of LVM-3 M6 BlueBird Block 2 mission today, 24th December 2025, 08 hours, 55 minutes, 30 seconds.
I'm good, Jetrid. How are you?
Mission Director authorized the launch of LVM-3 M6 BlueBird Block 2 mission.
All right.
अभी आपने देखा अंतरिक्ष यान निदेशक रेंज निदेशक, टेलीमेट्री ट्रैकिंग एंड कमांड निदेशक ने अपने तंत्रों की सूचना मिशन निदेशक को दी। संतोषजनक स्थिति की पुष्टि होने पर मिशन निदेशक ने यान के प्रमोशन का अनुमोदन दे दिया है और अब प्रमोशन यान निदेशक ऑटोमेटिक लॉन्च सीक्वेंस शुरू करेंगे।
Is that dude on his phone?
The countdown for LVM-3
Who
M6
could you be
BlueBird Block
calling
2
right
mission
now?
has been
Bro,
24 hours
you're
long and commenced on 23rd December, that is yesterday, at 8:54 hours. During this time, the Earth-storable
From his phone?
propellants were serviced into the launch vehicle to begin with. The onboard gas bottles have been charged. The cryogenic
You
propellants
guys are bad.
serviced closer to the
Damn.
time of launch through a cryo arm mated to the launch vehicle. The meteorology team at the launch center tirelessly obtained the
He's ordering
data on the
pizza.
prevailing weather and wind conditions.
VLCC 2 and
Alright.
VLCC 2 knot, timing confirmed, external hold mode.
VLCC Roger.
The range instrumentation systems like radars verify their transmission. The onboard batteries are charged. Based on the satisfactory readiness of all the systems, a go-ahead clearance is given to start the automatic launch sequence, leading to the liftoff a few minutes later.
TCTC, data laggers are on it, SHAR-1, SHAR-2.
In a concert
Yeah,
of all
cerebral.
time-bound activities that culminate towards the launch,
I think it's
the
useful.
various systems of the launch vehicle, satellite tracking and the range get ready in all respects. Based on the confirmation of readiness of all crucial elements, the mission director authorizes the commencement of automatic launch sequence, which comprises of a capsule of very essential checks. Subject to satisfactory confirmation, the onboard computer is set to flight mode very close to the launch.
No, I don't think so, Scott.
Console. Vehicle director authorizes for the automatic launch sequence for the LVM-3 M6
Okay.
BlueBird Block 2 mission.
LSC Roger.
They're gonna initiate the auto sequencer. 15 minutes, 20 seconds.
Automatic launch sequence initiated for LVM-3 M6 BlueBird Block 2 mission.
ऑटोमेटिक लॉन्च सीक्वेंस शुरू कर
Now
दिया
they
गया
launch
है।
out to sea, Nader.
अब कुछ अंतिम गतिविधियों के पश्चात तथा अंतिम जांच के पश्चात ऑनबोर्ड कंप्यूटर स्वतः ही प्रथम चरण का प्रज्वलन शुरू करेगा।
We are 15 minutes away from the launch. Meanwhile, let me give you a brief about the rocket. The LVM-3 rocket
15 minutes.
stands 43.5 meters tall and weighs 640 tons at liftoff. It is a three-stage launch vehicle. The first stage being the
Lot of
two
empty desks
S-200
on there.
strap-on boosters operating on HTPB-based solid propellant. There's 204-ton propellant in each booster, while its size is 26.22 meters long and 3.2 meters in diameter. The Earth-storable liquid propellant-based L110 stage forms the core. This 21.4 meter long and 4 meter in diameter stage operates on the combination of UH-25 and N2O4. The upper stage is called C-25 and operates on cryogenic propellant combination of liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen.
That's such a strange combo. This thing, you know what this thing reminds me of? Titan 3 trans stage. You got two solid rocket motors on the sides, and then your center core, right, is hypergolic. It's UDMH and NTO. And then it's got actually not Titan 3 trans stage, it'd be Titan 3 Centaur. That's kind of what this vehicle is like in line with. So I mean, Titan 3 Centaur is a little bit more beefy than this, but it's almost the exact same like propellant combinations. That's a combination, dude. It's a hypergolic core with a hydrolox upper stage on top of it. ISRO is the Indian NASA counterpart, Flykin.
लिए रहते हैं। इसमें UH-25 तथा N2O4 का इस्तेमाल किया जाता है ईंधन के रूप में। इसके बाद C-25 क्रायोजेनिक ऊपरी चरण जो 28 टन क्रायोजेनिक ईंधन लिए हुए है। यह स्वदेशी हाई थ्रस्ट क्रायोजेनिक इंजन CE-20 का इस्तेमाल करता है। इसके ऊपर इक्विपमेंट बे और सबसे ऊपर में 5 मीटर व्यास के ऊष्मा कवच यानी हीट शील्ड
Yeah, the original GSLV has
में
hypergolic
अंतरिक्ष यान
boosters.
को सुरक्षित
That's
किया गया है।
okay.
इस तरह
That's a
यान की
vibe.
कुल ऊंचाई 43.5 मीटर और कुल भार 640 टन का होता है।
Yeah, quite the rocket buffet. Can you imagine the fueling
We are
umbilical,
12
like the
minutes
fuel farm
and
for
20
this thing?
seconds away from the launch.
UDMH and hydrolocks? Like, okay.
Let me describe the mission events.
All right, that's a vibe. Note that the upper stage is insulated. See how it's gray?
The ignition of the two S-200 boosters simultaneously marks the T0 scheduled at 8:55:30 seconds, and the launch vehicle LVM-3 M6 lifts off. The nominal burn duration for the S-200 motors is 132.5 seconds. The core L-110 stage, powered by twin Vikas engines, ignites mid-air at an altitude of 45 kilometers.
Wait,
and
the
106
hypergolic
seconds
core
flight
stage is
time.
air started. This is
The two
tight.
S-200 motors and L-110 together thrust for
All right.
time.
All right, it's a vibe, dude.
32.5 seconds.
Did you hear that?
Ignition
That's
of
what she just
S-200
said.
boosters takes place.
Whoa.
By this time, the rocket is imparted with a relative velocity of 1.5 kilometers per second. The separation of payload fairing.
Yeah, man, this is like Titan
time
3,
now for a
Titan
curtain raiser
Centaur, or
video.
even Titan 4. Titan 4 did air starting. This is, that is a vibe, dude. Oh, crap, not music, not music, not music. Talk over the music. All right, cool, we're good. Yeah, they're showing satellites and stuff. Yeah, this is GSL. So this is LVM-3. So it's GSLV Mark III. This is yeah, definitely it's a vibe, dude. It's a vibe. That's they got a CE-20 in the third stage. It's a gas generator, open cycle. It's an open cycle gas generator hydrolox engine. 5.05 mixture ratio, 186 kilonewtons. Throttleable between 180 and 220. Six megapascals chamber pressure, 870 psi. Specific impulse 442 seconds. 588 kilos. Okay. It's pretty good thrust to weight ratio there, man. Yeah, that's a pretty good little motor. Neat. Neat. I think they have vectorable nozzles, Noctilox, if I'm looking at this right. I mean, what else could it be? Your first stage is the twin S200 boosters igniting. They have to be steerable. Those S200 boosters make 5,100 kilonewtons each. That's pretty powerful SRB. I mean, it's pretty in line with SRBs of that size. 274 second specific impulse. It's the specific impulse is terrible, like pretty much every SRB, and it's using hydroxyl terminated polybutadiene and ammonium perchlorate. Yeah, that's pretty straightforward, solid rocket fuel. That's what everybody uses. Cool, interesting. It's an interesting rocket, dude. It's very different than the Western counterparts.
And an indigenous
Like this is like Titan almost. This reminds me of a Titan 4.
C-25.
I can tell you the PSLV used hypergolic propellant injection rather than gimbaling nozzles. I was under the impression they do the same here, but don't quote me on that. Hypergolic propellant injection? Oh dear. Oh, there he is. There's the guy. Did they say why there are so many platforms? They're probably flight termination system checkout platforms. Titan did the same thing. That's what those big tanks hanging off the SRBs are. Yeah, and this does have them, Steve. You're right. So it's not vectorable thrust. They're using hypergol injection to steer the dang thing. That is a
upcoming mission.
That's a
are going
vibe,
to be
dude.
like this.
That's a way of doing it.
At the burnout of L110, the velocity of the rocket will be 1.5 kilometers per second.
Wow.
Separation of payload
This rocket's a
pairing
blast
and
from the
initiation
past, this
of
whole thing,
closed loop
dude.
guidance will take place at 174 seconds and 179 seconds respectively.
Okay, we're 7
into the
minutes and
flight.
9 seconds out from liftoff
Since
of
by
LVM-3.
then, the rocket would have ascended over the dense atmosphere. The L110 separation takes place 301.6 seconds into flight.
These
having
platforms can
completed
move up
its
and down for
196
vehicle
seconds
checkout,
burn
yes.
time for this mission. The relative velocity at L110 burnout is 3.4 kilometers per second, and the launch vehicle would
This
have
one has
ascended
hydraulic
to an
TVC.
altitude of
You can see the reservoir tanks at the bottom of the
261.5
SRBs.
kilometers.
Oh, that's what that... Yeah, okay,
3
all right.
seconds later, the third stage.
It is hydraulic. Okay, cool. I thought those were the hypergolic injector tanks, but I guessed hydraulic TVC in the first place. But yeah, it's so if it's carrying a tank and a reservoir, that means it must be an open loop system. So yeah, it's an open loop hydraulic, which is okay. Yeah, that's pretty normal.
For the
GSLV this is one of the bigger ones. Yeah.
in 39.4 seconds into flight.
This is a medium-duty launch vehicle.
The complete flight duration for the present mission is 15 minutes 40 seconds.
What's their big one, guys? PSLV is the
LVM-3
big one.
M6 प्रमोशन का घटनाक्रम कुछ इस प्रकार है। सर्वप्रथम T0 पर दोनों ठोस नोदक वाले S200 बूस्टर का प्रज्वलन शुरू होगा। इससे यान को प्रमोशन मंच से उत्थापन के लिए पर्याप्त प्रणोद प्राप्त होगा।
Bud, get off your phone, dude.
यह
You're
प्रथम
texting
चरण
somebody.
लगभग
What are you
132
doing?
सेकंड तक प्रज्वलित रहेगा और यान को फ्लेक्स नोजल की मदद से दिशा निर्धारण करेगा।
Okay, 5
यह
minutes.
चरण
Or
यान
5
को
minutes, 25
लगभग
seconds.
73 किलोमीटर की ऊंचाई प्रदान करेगा। प्रथम चरण के कार्यकाल के पूर्व ही द्वितीय चरण यानी L110 तरल नोदक वाले चरण को
How big are the
भी प्रज्वलित किया
satellites?
जाएगा।
Oh, the
दोनों चरण
not
यानी
very big.
S200 बूस्टर और L110 चरण लगभग 26 सेकंड तक साथ प्रज्वलित रहेंगे और इस तरह वो यान को 1.56 किलोमीटर प्रति सेकंड की सापेक्ष गति प्रदान करेंगे और इसके पश्चात उत्थापन से 132 सेकंड पर दोनों S200 बूस्टर्स यानी प्रथम चरण को
Inside of 5
यान से
minutes.
पृथक कर दिया जाएगा। द्वितीय चरण अपना कार्यकाल 200 सेकंड तक जारी रखेगा और इस दौरान यान कुल 261.6 किलोमीटर की ऊंचाई तथा
Yeah, they have-
3.4 किलोमीटर प्रति सेकंड की
What's the
सापेक्ष
name of their
गति
capsule?
प्राप्त कर चुका
Chandrayaan?
होगा। द्वितीय चरण के दौरान यान घने वातावरण को पार कर चुका होगा और इसलिए यान से ऊष्मा कवच को पृथक कर दिया जाएगा। अतिरिक्त वजन को यान से पृथक करना ही यान की कुशलता और क्षमता को बढ़ाती है।
Ganganyan. There
द्वितीय
you go,
चरण
Doctor.
के
Thank
कार्यकाल
you.
के पश्चात इसे भी यान से पृथक कर दिया जाएगा। पृथकन के 2 सेकंड के पश्चात ही तृतीय चरण यानी C25 क्रायोजेनिक स्टेज को प्रज्वलित किया जाएगा। यह अंतिम चरण है। इसका प्रज्वलन काल सबसे
It's
ज्यादा
orange.
होता है। यह लगभग 600 सेकंड्स तक प्रज्वलित रहेगा। इस दौरान यान क्रायो ईंधन की मदद से 520 किलोमीटर की ऊंचाई प्राप्त कर लेगा और सापेक्ष गति
Chandrayaan is the lunar
7.29
missions. Thank
किलोमीटर
you.
प्रति
Yeah,
सेकंड। कक्षा में प्रमोशन की उचित स्थितियां प्राप्त होते ही
Hey,
तृतीय
James, what's
चरण
going
को
on?
स्वतः बंद किया
Merry
जाएगा
Christmas, Happy New Year.
और
Yeah, you as
तब
well.
ब्लूबर्ड ब्लॉक 2 नामक उपग्रह को यान से अलग कर कक्षा में स्थापित किया जाएगा। उड़ान की उल्टी गिनती जारी है और अब हम उड़ान से 3 मिनट 28 सेकंड की दूरी पर हैं।
Yeah, right, Nader. It's like I said, it's
सभी
definitely a vibe.
दर्शकों का यहाँ उत्साह, ये देखिए हाथ ऊपर करके उत्साह बढ़ाते हुए।
Oh, got the soccer team there.
T-3 minutes.
Brother, stabilize
ऑटोमेटिक
the
लॉन्च
camera.
सीक्वेंस
Come
जारी
on.
है। इस दौरान S200 बूस्टर्स और L110 सभी चरणों के फायरिंग लाइन को तैयार कर दिया गया है.
Just gonna fast forward us here real quick so we can get up to speed. Okay.
Water through nozzles so that a denser medium of water prevails around the rocket for the acoustics to travel through.
2 minutes.
यह प्रमोशन मिशन दक्षिणी पूर्वी दिशा का मिशन है, इसलिए इसमें निरंतर नजर बनाए रखने के लिए भारत स्थित शार और पोर्ट ब्लेयर में स्थित रडार स्टेशन इसमें पूर्ण निगरानी बना के
90
रखेंगे.
seconds.
और इससे आगे निकलते हुए इंडोनेशिया स्थित बोगोर और ऑस्ट्रेलिया स्थित यत्रगा ग्राउंड स्टेशन की मदद से ट्रैकिंग की जाएगी.
Australia?
The downrange tracking stations of Port Blair, Bogor and Yataraga will be participating for tracking the rocket apart from the Shar tracking station closer to the liftoff.
अब हम उड़ान से 1 मिनट की दूरी पर हैं.
Stand by for the time mark.
60 seconds.
T minus 1 minute.
दर्शकों की जानकारी के लिए बता दें,
-55
T-8 सेकेंड्स पर
Don't do this.
क्रायो स्टेज यान से अलग होंगे और T0 पर
We do ram a lot.
S-200 बूस्टर्स
Wait for Artemis
प्रथम
2.
चरण का प्रज्वलन शुरू होगा.
HPP open.
We are 40
Minus
seconds
40 seconds.
away from
Small
T0.
engine open.
The viewers may
Minus
watch
35
out for the swing out of the cryo arms and the acoustic suppression
seconds.
system
Minus
starts
30
its
seconds.
operation.
Real-time programs activated.
VSPP open.
Minus 25 seconds.
20.
Minus 20 seconds.
Ignition arms down.
Minus 15 seconds.
10.
10, 9, 8,
Okay.
7, 6, 5,
I mean, it's just gonna be a
4,
flash and this thing's gonna be gone.
2, 1, 0.
There we go. We got good ignition and liftoff.
Motors ignited. T1 tracking.
LVM-3 M6 BlueBird Block 2 mission, a majestic liftoff.
Liftoff normal.
Don't do
The
it.
rocket is beautifully searing through the bright Sriharikota sky.
Plus 20 seconds.
LVM-3 M6 रॉकेट का सफलतापूर्ण
Everything looks good
उत्थापन
there.
द्वितीय प्रमोशन मंच से
Both flumes look
और
real
अपनी
nice.
उद्दिष्ट कक्षा की ओर बढ़ चला है LVM-3 M6 रॉकेट.
It's probably 1.2 off the pad 415 if I had to guess.
दोनों ठोस नोदक वाले S-200 बूस्टर्स प्रज्वलित हैं. प्रथम चरण का कार्यकाल लगभग 126 सेकंड का होगा
Why
और
so
इस
fast
दौरान यह
boosters? Solids
लगभग
give you
6000
really
किलो
good
न्यूटन
performances for
रणुद उत्पन्न
stages.
कर रहे हैं.
True blade. So, but one of the
Very
things is
thrilling
that
vibration at the launch base due to the thrusting of twin S-200
you
motors.
use that performance to go fast, dude. You get the so you can get the rocket faster out of the atmosphere because SRBs they're not
बहुत ही
very
साफ
efficient. They
नजारा
don't burn
देखने को
very
मिल
long.
रहा है. यहाँ उपस्थित लोगों को बहुत ही रोमांच का अनुभव हो रहा होगा.
You should get
बहुत
flame
दूर
out on
तक
those
हम
SRBs
यान
here
को देख
real
पा रहे
soon.
हैं
And the air
और
start of
मुमकिन
the
है
first
कि
or the
प्रथम चरण
second
का
stage.
प्रतिगन भी देख सकेंगे.
Each S-200 motors generates 5,952 kilonewtons. Burn duration for present mission is 132.
Yeah, I know about that, Phil. Should be getting the flame out here in a second.
यान अपनी उद्दिष्ट दिशा का निर्धारण करते हुए
I can't really see it. It's
मिशन को
behind
पूरा
the
करने के लिए
plume.
अग्रसर है.
We are 111 seconds into the flight.
यहाँ इसकी पुष्टि हो चुकी है. द्वितीय
they-
चरण का
they
प्रज्वलन
just
शुरू हो
did the air
चुका है,
start.
जो कि L110 चरण है. इसका प्रज्वलन शुरू हो चुका है. अब दोनों स्टेप ऑन बूस्टर्स और L110
Performance normal.
चरण एक साथ प्रज्वलित हैं.
The
Project-
L110 stage and the two S-200 boosters.
Separation.
200 motors separated.
There we go.
Just now we have had a confirmation of the separation of the two S200 boosters.
रेंज ऑपरेशन निदेशक द्वारा इसकी पुष्टि की गई। दोनों
That's normal.
S200 बूस्टर को यान से पृथक कर दिया गया है। इसमें लगे जेटिसनिंग मोटर की मदद से उसे यान से सफलतापूर्वक और सुरक्षापूर्वक पृथक कर दिया जाता है।
We are 160 seconds into the flight. Current altitude 104 kilometers.
I'll zoom out, dude.
वर्तमान में L110 यानी द्वितीय चरण प्रज्वलित है।
Yeah, they fly around Sri Lanka.
Plus 3 minutes.
यान से ऊष्मा कवच को पृथक कर दिया गया है। अब यान
Yeah, it's an air start, Trafoster. Yeah. There we go. Zoom it out a little bit, bud, so we can see that. That's the number that I'm looking for right there.
यान क्लोज लूप गाइडेंस के अंतर्गत
That number needs to read 7.6.
Closed loop guidance has been initiated for LVM-3 launch vehicle. Hereafter, the
Ooh.
rocket will use real-time
Nice.
data from onboard
Very
sensors
good.
to continuously correct its flight path. The payload fairing has been already jettisoned as a rocket has
Slight
cleared the
underperformance
dense
here, just a little bit, but we should be
तरल नोदक
should
पर
be
आधारित
good.
यह चरण
Should be good in the
दो
track.
उच्च प्रणोद वाले विकास इंजन की मदद
Look,
से कुल 1600
L110 ignition, there was underperformance. See that?
इंजन की अधिकतम
But it
प्रभावी
corrected.
क्षमता प्राप्त करने के
See
लिए
the lines diverge?
खास अनुपात मिलाकर
So the
यह
yellow
प्राप्त किया
line is
जाता
the
है।
track.
इस
The yellow
चरण
line
का
is where the
प्रज्वलन
rocket's
का
going. The
लगभग
white
200
line is
सेकंड
where
का
it
होगा।
needs to go.
इस चरण
That's its
में
track.
यान में
Like
लगे
think about it like a
एक्सेलेरोमीटर
flight
और
corridor into
gyros की मदद
space.
से
If
इंजन
it deviates
जिबल
too far from the
किया
track,
जाता है
you're
और
not going to
यह
get to
closed loop
space.
guidance के अंतर्गत अपनी दिशा निर्धारण करता है।
Yeah, it's just a smidge underperformance, but it's fine. It's no big deal.
The second stage, L110,
Yeah,
is
and run.
continuing its operation.
They go fast, man. It's
The
HTBB.
two Vikas engines
HTBB
together
SRBs. They go
generating
quick.
1600
Very quickly.
kilonewton
Bye-bye.
thrust.
So you need this number right here to read about 7,600
The
to get up
tracking
into
station
space.
Shah
So
Sriharikota continues
you're
to
not
track.
they're not there yet, but they're getting there.
जी हाँ, यान पूर्णतः सामान्य निष्पादन करता
Is that
हुआ
good? Yeah.
अपेक्षित पथ का
Sure, Foster,
अनुसरण
it's a
करता
way to
हुआ
do things.
मिशन की
It's
ओर बढ़ रहा है।
you don't see that too much in the West nowadays, but it's a way to do things. Titan did that. The Titan rocket did that for a long time.
क्रायो स्टेज चरण को अनुमोदित
This is a
कर दिया
telemetry
है।
driven animation here.
Shah and BlueBird ground stations continue to acquire data.
L110 is separated.
Okay. Stage separation.
Cryo stage ignition confirmed.
यहाँ सभी वैज्ञानिकों के लिए
Good
ये
ignition
हर्ष का पल
on
होता है।
that C-20 upper stage engine.
रेंज निदेशक द्वारा भी इसकी पुष्टि की गई। द्वितीय चरण को सफलतापूर्वक बनकर यान से पृथक कर दिया गया है तथा अंतिम चरण तृतीय चरण प्रज्वलन शुरू हो चुका है।
Now the third stage
Why don't
of
we do it
LVM-3
anymore?
rocket, the cryogenic stage has come.
It's mostly because we clean sheeted a lot of rocket designs in the 90s, and we just didn't need to do that. Titan did an air start because it started as a ICBM, and they eventually turned it into a almost heavy lift launch vehicle. So to squeeze more performance out of it, they did an air start. You don't really need to do that with a clean sheet design, guys. But hey, like I said, it's a way to do things. There's nothing particularly wrong with it. And you take a little bit of a performance hit by lugging that stage up into space, but you know, if you're using the right propellants and the right combination, it doesn't really make a difference.
ऑक्सीजन का प्रयोग होता
It's
है।
just another way to do things.
यह इंजन गैस टरबाइन की मदद से लगभग 200 किलोन्यूटन का सामान्य प्रयोग उत्पन्न करता है। इस चरण का कार्यकाल 648 सेकंड का होगा। इस चरण का व्यास 4 मीटर तथा ऊंचाई 13.5 मीटर की होती है। इस चरण में दिशा निर्धारण के लिए इंजन जिम्बल कंट्रोल और
Was that
रिएक्शन
camera
कंट्रोल सिस्टम
interlaced?
का प्रयोग
That was
किया
an
जाता
interlaced
है।
camera. You see that? You use the interlacing.
इस चरण में कुल 28.6 टन क्रायो ईंधन
All right,
का
Norris.
भराव हुआ है और यह
Have a
अपनी
good night,
उद्दिष्ट
man.
कक्षा की ओर अग्रसर है।
Oh, people are already done with that. They're already
क्रायो
leaving.
चरण सबसे जटिल इंजन माना जाता है क्योंकि क्रायो ईंधन
Plus
जैसे
7 minutes.
लिक्विड ऑक्सीजन जिसका कि बॉइलिंग पॉइंट -253 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड और लिक्विड ऑक्सीजन का बॉइलिंग पॉइंट -183 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड होता है। इस तापमान में ईंधन को तरल बनाए रखना और इनका कार्यान्वयन करना सबसे जटिल कार्य होता है। लेकिन भारत अब इसमें पूर्णतः स्वायत्ता प्राप्त कर चुका है। इस चरण को इसरो नोदक कॉम्प्लेक्स महेंद्रगिरी में तैयार तथा परीक्षित किया गया है।
The cryogenic stage C25 is powered by CE20 engine
Okay, she's accelerating.
using
All right, cool.
liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen. It delivers 200 kilonewton thrust and adds significant delta V of 3.89 kilometers per second by the end of its operation for the present mission. The stage operates on gas generator cycle. It works by burning a small fraction of propellant
It'd be cool if NASA
in a
did
side
that for
chamber
kids that have a lot of people
to
that get
power
interested into
turbopumps.
space. Ramalot, you're acting like, anybody that doesn't live around there doesn't go to the Space Center. It absolutely is a thing. They're not going to bus you from Massachusetts to see a rocket launch for school. I mean, maybe. That'd be kind of neat, but yeah. Dude, in Florida, the Space Center is like, every kid knows that. You know what I'm saying? In fact, that's kind of the case at any NASA center.
वर्तमान में पोर्ट ब्लेयर स्थित रडार
Okay,
स्टेशन
she's in the track.
आंकड़े
It
उपलब्ध
corrected.
करा रहे
Everything is
हैं,
nice.
जिससे हमें यह जानकारी मिल रही है
The hydrolocks,
कि
man, low thrust to weight, but very good efficiency. 442 second specific impulse. It makes about 200 kilonewtons of thrust. It's accelerating. It looks like there's a little bit of a radial out component to this burn here, which, I mean, that's a way to do things. We've seen that kind of stuff before. It's just, yeah, with the lower thrust to weight ratio, it's a little,
भारी है।
but yeah.
यह उपग्रह निम्न पृथ्वी कक्षा में सीधे मोबाइल तक ब्रॉडबैंड कवरेज प्रदान करने में सक्षम है।
The lower line is time versus altitude.
समुद्री
And
और
the
असीमित
white
क्षेत्रों
line
के
is
लिए
time
लक्षित
versus
है।
relative velocity. It's right in the
अंतरिक्ष
track, guys.
प्रौद्योगिकी
This thing is
और मोबाइल
it's
की
working
दुनिया
just
में
fine.
क्रांतिक तकनीक का
Remember,
प्रदर्शन करने
7600
वाला
is the magic
यह
number that we
उपग्रह
need here. Anything above that, we're good to
संयुक्त
go.
राज्य अमेरिका के AST स्पेस मोबाइल ने तैयार किया है। यह उपग्रहों का नक्षत्र तैयार करने जा रहे हैं, जिसकी मदद से मौजूदा स्मार्टफोन में किसी भी समय और दूरस्थ क्षेत्रों में भी इंटरनेट सेवाएं उपलब्ध करा सकेंगे। इस तकनीक के लिए इसमें सबसे बड़े व्यावसायिक एरे एंटीना तैनात किए गए हैं जो विकसित होकर
radio out components is, yeah, that's pretty par for the course, man.
इसमें संवर्धन
Is it a Russian engine? No, I believe this is all homogeneous stuff, dude.
तुलना में 10 गुना
It's all
अधिक डेटा
Indian,
प्रसरण
all
की
Indian
क्षमता
stuff.
बनाई गई है। यह 4G तथा 5G जैसी सुविधाओं को सीधे अंतरिक्ष से मोबाइल तक पहुंचाने में सक्षम होंगे और वर्तमान में यह ब्लूबर्ड ब्लॉक 2 एक बड़े नक्षत्र के बेड़े में शामिल
Hey, come back.
होने जा रहा है।
Thank you.
The BlueBird Block 2 communication
Yeah, I know.
satellite
It's
developed by
frustration. They keep
LVM-3 space
cutting to her
mobile of
yawning, and I
USA
keep yawning
is the
too. I'm like,
heaviest payload the LVM-3 rocket has so far carried.
you know.
The satellite is a part of the next generation of BlueBird communication satellites designed
She
to
works for
provide
AST.
space-based cellular broadband connectivity directly to standard mobile smartphones.
Cryo stage performance normal.
This constellation of satellites will enable 4G and 5G voice and video calls, texts, streaming and data for everyone, everywhere at all times. It features a 223 square meter phased array, making it the largest commercial communication satellite ever deployed in low Earth orbit.
Sorry, Ding.
11 minutes.
The launch window for this launch is razor thin. The target orbit requires exact phasing and there is a need to ensure global coverage. One of the important global orbital parameters is
Bro,
the right
zoom out if you're
deflection
gonna
of
pan
ascending
if you're
node
gonna
or
pan the
RAN.
camera.
It is
Jeez.
the angle measured eastward from the vernal equinox to the point where a satellite crosses the equator going north.
Yep.
It defines the orientation of the orbital plane in space. Two satellites with the same inclination and attitude but different
Yeah, the
RAN
AST
are in
satellites
different
fold
orbital
out, dude.
planes. By combining RAN spacing or the plane distribution and phasing by way of satellite spacing, constellations achieve near global coverage. To insert satellites into specific RAN slots.
Thoughts on Rocket Lab getting that big contract? Good, man. More money for the commercial space industry isn't a bad thing.
Orbital plane. This mission is being undertaken as a part of commercial agreement between NSIL and AST and Science LLC, a US-based company.
Rocket Lab got a huge defense
तृतीय और
contract,
अंतिम
Jim.
चरण का प्रज्वलन जारी है।
I forget the details.
LVM-3 M6 अपने मिशन की ओर अग्रसर।
You want freedom units?
LVM-3
Why?
प्रमोचक यान
What? Can't do kilometers,
यानों की
man?
श्रेणी
I can do
में पांचवी
kilometers.
पीढ़ी का प्रमोचक यान
translate it for you
है,
if you
जिसकी
want.
क्षमता 10,000 किलोग्राम वाले उपग्रह को निम्न भू कक्षा में ले जाने की है। LVM-3 के पिछले मिशनों में भारत का गौरव बढ़ाने वाले चंद्रयान 2, चंद्रयान 3, संचार उपग्रह CMS-03 और वाणिज्यिक मिशन में वन
The
वेब
frick
इंडिया
is a
1,
kilometer,
वन वेब इंडिया 2 मिशन
We're
का
getting
सफलतापूर्वक
seaplanes.
हमने देखा।
13 minutes.
यह
Seaplanes
इस
for the
प्रमोचन यान की
Pacific?
छठवीं
Okay.
प्रचालन रथ
Flying
उड़ान
boats are
है
coming back. Bring
और
back the
तीसरी
China
वाणिज्यिक
Clipper,
उड़ान
man.
है।
Let's go.
अब तक
And the
पूर्ण
Yankee Clipper.
विश्वसनीयता के साथ सभी मिशन को पूरा करने
$800 million
LVM-3
contract. Hey,
रॉकेट
dude.
इस बार भी सज्ज है LVM-3 M6 ब्लूबर्ड ब्लॉक 2 मिशन को पूरा करने के लिए।
All these people keep yawning, man.
अब हम उड़ान से 815 सेकंड की दूरी पर आ चुके हैं। वर्तमान में यान की ऊंचाई 526 किलोमीटर तथा सापेक्ष गति 6.17 किलोमीटर प्रति सेकंड है।
Cryo stage performance normal.
Okay.
Plus 14 minutes.
We are 14 minutes past the launch time. The cryogenic stage presently thrusting.
Yeah, that's right, Gek. They're all yawning because it's early over there.
The trajectory of the rocket precisely following the prediction.
Almost there.
तृतीय चरण पूर्णतः सामान्य अपने अपेक्षित पथ का अनुकरण करते हुए उद्दिष्ट पथ की ओर जा रहा है और कुछ ही क्षणों में हम देखेंगे कि तृतीय चरण को कक्षा की स्थितियां प्राप्त होने पर
Why is it dropping altitude?
बंद कर दिया जाएगा
It's just what the
और
cryogenic, the third stage does, duel.
तत्पश्चात
It's fine. As long as it doesn't go below, like,
ब्लूबर्ड
I'd say 400 kilometers, we're good to go,
उपग्रह
dude.
को कक्षा में
So that's the
स्थापित किया
trade-off
जाएगा।
with using a hydrolox upper stage. You don't really get a high
Velocity of
thrust-to-weight
7.07
ratio, but it's super efficient.
kilometers per second has been acquired so far.
It's super efficient, so you get really, really long burn times, dude. Yeah, the altitude is... Okay.
Achieve
The shut-off of cryo stage and eager awaiting for the satellite deployment.
Bluebird Block 2 satellite separated. LVM-3 M6 Bluebird Block 2 mission successfully
That's
accomplished.
300
Handing over
meters
to
a
mission
second
director.
short.
अभी रेंज निदेशक को आपने सुना।
Bluebird Block 2
Unless the
spacecraft
satellite has its own thrusters on it.
Injected into the specified orbit. LVM-3 M6 mission is successfully accomplished.
ये सभी के लिए हर्ष और उत्साह का पल
521
यहाँ
at
पर
7.3 is
जिसमें
not orbital.
इस
That is
मिशन
not
में
orbital.
ब्लूबर्ड ब्लॉक 2 उपग्रह को सफलतापूर्वक उद्दिष्ट कक्षा में स्थापित कर दिया गया है।
Perhaps I missed something?
We have had a successful mission of LVM-3 M6 BlueBird Block 2 mission. Congratulations to Team ISRO, Team NCL and the customers AST Space Mobile. Do stay connected for the address by Secretary DOS, Chairman ISRO Dr. V. Narayanan and senior executives. We sign off from the commentary box. Namaskar.
जी हम आपसे आगे लेते हैं सभी
Yeah, 300 meters a second is a lot for a
दर्शकों।
satellite. Yeah, 521, guys. I mean, that's slow. That's slow for 520 kilometers, fellas. That's real slow. That's huge underperformance. But they didn't seem to care, so maybe I missed something. Are they doing the not including Earth's rotational speed thing? It's possible, yeah. Yeah, Talon, that's right. That always throws me a curveball. Probably so the stage can re-enter. You would not want that much of a... That's huge overperformance on the end there, 7.31. But time versus altitude is right on. That's weird, man. I am going to stream tomorrow, Jigsy, but not a full stream. Not that I've done a full stream at all lately because real life stuff. But yeah, I'll be here. There's a live onboard right there. Actually, that camera's frozen. How's your tooth? I had a temporary filling go in today. I have root canal. I have to do a root canal SVO, but that's 2026 EJ's problem. Yeah, Rarest. That's it's correct according to the track, but it's still very strange.
Hello.
Yeah, Hunter, for sure.
Very good morning to all of you. I am extremely happy to announce that LVM-3 Bahubali rocket M6 launch vehicle has successfully and precisely injected the BlueBird Block 2 communication satellite in the intended orbit. This is the first dedicated commercial launch for a customer from USA, that is AST Space Mobile. Let me congratulate the New Space India Limited, the launch vehicle teams of the Department of Space, and the satellite project team of AST Space Mobile on this outstanding achievement and contribution for the global community. This is our 104th launch from Sriharikota, also the 9th successful mission of LVM-3 launch vehicle, demonstrating its 100%.
The PDF, Mutter, the PDF of the press kit says 520.8 at 7.6. They were 521 at 7.3. Something, yeah, no, that insertion was not good. I don't mean to be a dick. I don't mean to rain on the parade. The telemetry could be wrong, but also 7,300 is not going to get you very far. That'll come down in like 2 to 3 orbits.
Of India. This was not an easy task considering the enormous efforts required, because it requires very close coordination among various teams at different ISRO centers,
it has to be wrong. There's no way this stuff is 300 meters a second
launch complex,
off. Yeah,
and the
I don't know, man.
infrastructure availability. I take this opportunity to.
There was nasty overperformance at the end of the mission there, Steve. You see that? It went too high. My guess is that it's a relay thing. They're not voting for video failure publicity for this kind of thing. Yeah, maybe they don't know. I don't know. Or yeah, I mean, I don't know. Everybody seems happy. It's one thing, you got to look around in mission control. Everybody seems okay, then you should be good, but...
And the vehicle has demonstrated its excellent...
Yeah, Katricia, I think that's what's going on. They're probably not taking into account the rotational speed. If you don't take into account rotational speed, yeah, it should be fine.
This has injected in the orbit. Dear friends,
not 300 meters a second, RJ, at this altitude. No.
The performance of the orbit, what we have got is less than 2 kilometer dispersion. We have got, this is one of the best performance of any launch vehicle in the global arena. With this mission, India has successfully launched 434 satellites for 34 countries. In today's mission, as I told, all the vehicle systems have performed extremely well.
Yeah, Strickler, I didn't understand that comment.
For the first time inducted electromechanical actuation control system for the S-200, which is also successfully demonstrated for the first time.
Yeah, the hydraulic TVC.
Great confidence for the Gaganyaan program. And this achievement is because of the guidance, mentorship given by our elders, the robust review mechanism, hard and smart work of every Department of Space team members, our industrial partners, academia for their outstanding contribution. On this occasion, let me also thank our mentors for the strong foundation made for us to stand great and accomplish this type of great missions. Also, let me take the opportunity to thank MSAST Space Mobile for having great confidence on Indian launcher and giving this opportunity for accomplishing this great feat. Even though a launch vehicle mission is a very, very tough job, today, the way the launcher has performed, that demonstrates the confidence and the single-minded devotion and hard and smart work of every members of the space activity. Let me congratulate all the review team members, audit committee members, and the entire elders, all the elders, and our family members on this great occasion. As you all know, the reward for hard work is more work. We are having lot of program in our hand, and we have to accomplish everything perfectly in a very systematic
John, interesting.
way. Right now, the orbit details are with me. We intended to achieve 520 kilometer circular orbit. What we have got is close to 518.5 kilometer circular orbit. That is the performance of this vehicle. With this, right now, we are having the leaders of Indian space program with me. So first, let me ask the project director and the mission director, Mr. Victor Joseph, to address the gathering. Mr. Victor.
Yeah, rockets. I mean, I guess it's not a big deal, but yeah, it's weird.
Thank you, sir. Very good morning to everyone. And once again, LVM-3 has risen to the occasion. Respected Chairman
See,
ISRO,
he just said 518 circular, but the telemetry showed 521 at flameout.
we have the 9th consecutive successful flight of LVM-3 and the 3rd international collaborative mission for LVM-3. And today, we successfully launched the heaviest satellite ever lifted from Indian soil, the BlueBird Block 2, and placed it accurately in the designated orbit. On this significant occasion, I sincerely thank our respected chairman for his continued leadership, guidance and encouragement, and I also acknowledge the steady support provided by all center directors throughout this mission. I thank the efforts of NCIL team for their effective coordination, and I thank AST for placing the trust in LVM-3 for this very important launch. And special appreciation to all the review forums whose rigorous and timely evaluations ensured mission readiness at every stage. My sincere thanks goes to the development teams across all the launch vehicle centers, our industry partners, the assembly teams, the technical facilities, the quality safety groups. Our collaborative work culture is once again demonstrated. I also take this opportunity to acknowledge the families of our team members whose patience and support form the backbone of our collective efforts. I wish to specially recognize my project team, the Vehicle Director Biju Thomas, Associate Vehicle Director Sudesh, Associate Project Director Rajesh Shagar, the PMO team led by Dayal, Deputy Project Directors, and every member of LVM-3 team. We were able to realize this back-to-back mission success within a very remarkably short time frame following the M5 mission. And also, we could demonstrate the technologies for significant jump in the payload capability of LVM-3. So before I conclude, I wish AST team a smooth and successful spacecraft operations in the days ahead, and with the same focus, discipline and teamwork, I'm confident that we will continue to contribute meaningfully to nation's space endeavors. Thank you.
We have got the launch vehicle team led by the
confirmation from Jonathan McDowell.
Space Center, Mr. Rajarajan.
All right, hold on.
Rajarajan.
Oh, yeah, I always screw up his name. What's his handle, dudes? Okay, cool, sweet. Oh yeah, Planet 4. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Got it. Thanks, man. Launch at 3:25 UTC, December 24th, LMV-3 M6, 6-ton AST, BlueBird 6 satellite. Satellite appears to be in the planned orbit. We'll see if he brings up catalog. He just says it appears to be in planned orbit. Not EJ getting distracted by basketball scores. Yeah, I don't... Dude, I like basketball. I played basketball growing up, but I'm not really... For some reason, X thinks I like basketball because I... because I like other sports. Interesting. All right, well, guys, it may have just been relative versus orbital, like, so not taking into account the spin. If you don't take into account the spin, it's about a 300 meters a second difference. So it makes sense. But yeah, that there was huge overperformance on the second stage towards the end of engine cutoff. Look, I want ISRO to do good. You know, I just, if I see something, I'm going to say something, you know. That was for the Long March 12 launch, weather guy. He does fucking, yeah. Actually, Jonathan McDowell's, he lives in my neck of the woods. I'm not sure if he's from Massachusetts or not, but I know he lives in, he's over in Cambridge. He does work on Chandra and stuff. With a launch angle, it's about 226 meters a second orbital spin difference, which does jive with the numbers that we saw, John, so. Cool. Duel, your workers didn't care, but I got Tori Bruner to talk to me today on X before he retires. They aren't space nerds. I knew you'd think it was cool. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. All right. Yeah, Tori Bruno's awesome, dude. I made a joke last night on stream, and I posted it, and sources say that Tori Bruno took a job with Santa on the Terminal High Altitude Present Delivery System. THAPS for short. And he actually liked it, which is pretty cool. Tooth getting to you? No. No, not at all. They filled it. There's a temporary filling. The guy, dude. All right, you want to get grossed out? The dentist went in there today, and he's like, I got to get rid of all the decay. And what he did, when he went and ground it out in there, I couldn't feel anything because I had Novocaine, but the noise that I heard sounded... The noise that I heard sounded like if you were walking on gravel and you moved your foot, like you pivoted up your foot like this, like, and I'm like, that tooth is, you know. I do have to get a root canal, fellas, but that's 2026 EJ's problem, so. Yeah, no pain right now. He did a temporary filling. He sealed it all up. I don't feel nothing. Yeah. Yeah, it's not great. The worst part was when they did the root canal, she took the longest dental drill I've ever seen out of my tooth. I just saw pig tissue and blood on it. Yeah. But yeah, root canal is 2026 EJ's problem. I hope you guys enjoyed the BlueBird Block 2 FM1 AST mobile launch on the LMV-3 operated by the India Space Research Organization. 2026 EJ is going to want to slug 2025 EJ. Yeah, probably. Anyways, man, have a good night. I'm off for now. All right, Duel. I'll see you, buddy. All right, guys. So that's going to do it for the coverage. I'm going to jog the VOD once again. What I'm going to try to do in 2026 is have dedicated VODs. I'll jog the VOD when there's rocket launches. So we, spend more time watching rockets, because that's kind of the point of this stream, you know? Not just having it as an afterthought in the middle of a gaming session. I think that's probably a good idea. I should probably do that. So, yeah, what's coming up next here is we're going to play some Battlefield 6. The reason why we're going to play Battlefield 6 is, Vince Impella died, which the guy that invented Battlefield 6. The lead guy for Battlefield 6, he unfortunately died in a car accident. So we gotta cap some domes for Vince. So that's coming up here in a moment. I'm gonna jog the VOD. Stand by for a quick loss of signal as expected.